time now for the Mayor Channel morning news on this Wednesday morning, October 28th, 2015. Good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning, October 28th, 2015. Here are your news and I say right now, touch right here at 8:30 on this Wednesday morning. Here is it will take more than flying Southwest and carry his own back to make Jeb Bush the Republican comeback candidates. Outpaced by outsiders Donald Trump and Ben Carson of one-time GOP frontrunner / campaign staff and costs and enlisted. As he looks back to his president to go forward. Columbia, South Carolina. The attorney for Tino flipped backward at her desk and tossed her across classroom says his content suffered several injuries during her arrest. Washington. To most Americans, the Speaker of the House is a man. Sitting next to the Vice President during the State of the Union address of Congress said that one who goes on television now and the not says House Speaker John requires many hats Paul. Writers never worn. Fourth graders and eighth graders across the United States lost ground in national mathematics test this year. The first class scores since the federal government began administering exams in 1990. Beijing, China summoned the American ambassador to protest the U.S. Navy sailed of a warship closer to one of China's unofficial lines to the South China Sea and the act that challenges Chinese sovereignty claims. Hillary Rodham Clinton stopped by the late show Stephen Colbert on Tuesday night to make her pitch for the middle class. Iran's top diplomats will join talks this week with the United States and other nations seeking ways to end serious move the 4-year conflict, and the Iranian news agency reported on Wednesday. Dubai, warplanes from a Saudi-led alliance bombed the Iran-aligned Houthi movement fought the Yemen on Wednesday and dropped weapons for its allies battling the group of the southwestern Sunni Taiz. The Iraqi government said Wednesday it didn't ask for it and doesn't need the direct action on the ground promised by the Pentagon. Istanbul, police in Istanbul carried out a raid Wednesday using a tear gas to the headquarters of the media company linked to a government critic, enforcing a court order to seize a business just days before a national election. The Coast Guard says the search continues Wednesday for 3 men aboard a single-engine plane that went missing in the Mississippi Sound shortly after takeoff from Gulfport. Chicago, former U.S. House Speaker Dennis Astor expected to plead guilty in federal court for Wednesday to resolve criminal allegations that he paid someone $1.7 million to cover up years old misconduct in the process and ran afoul of federal. On Tuesday, a group called itself for the Center for Medical Progress released yet another sting video in which activists posing as workers for the tissue procurement company strike up a blood attempts discredited the conservation of abortion providers about. Some police departments in California put it away to put on Tuesday to use martial arts nunchucks to do with the suspects instead. Walgreens, the biggest U.S. structure chain on Tuesday, confirmed to buy Rite Aid for $9.41 million in cash. U.S. stock index futures were higher on Wednesday after Apple reported strong quarterly results at the end of a statement by the Federal Reserve on interest rates. The retirement savings accumulated by just one of the chief executives are equal to the entire retirement accounts of 41% of U.S. families or more than 116 million people in new study funds. Norfolk Government Corporation reports on Wednesday better than expected quarterly results after a capital showed a hotly sought after government contract to build long-range bombers for the Air Force. Alright, look at that stock market report here. The Dow here. 17,581.43, S&P 500 26,589, and Nasdaq 5,030.15. It's long been this stuff of sci-fi fantasy, but a TV researcher say that he had built the world's first working sonic tractor beam, an object that is believed to be spent rock commodity of a component from a lunar bound spacecraft that will make a fire return to Earth on November 13th, likely burning up the process. The next time NASA picks an astronaut who lives in the International Space Station, or might want to send Mr. Clay, that's because scientists using a high-tech white glove test found something in the space test there by seen silhouettes by the walls. CSAL device could help with motion capture, fall prevention, and even your heated bill. High intake of sugar has been blamed for rising obesity levels in the diet. Sugar is mainly commonly consumed food products designed to the obesity epidemic. California examined a New World Health Organization finding still determined women add red meat and foods like hot dogs, sausage, and bacon to a cancer alert list. Setting the stage for a potential battle with a meat industry of awarded labels. Fewer Americans are dying from heart disease, cancer, stroke, diabetes, and injuries, a new study reveals as American Cancer Society researchers and allies age standardized real rates at death for 6 leading diseases and conditions over nearly 5 decades. Austrian researchers found love hormone oxytocin late nasal sprays improve social, emotional, and behavioral problems of autistic children. Peter Chandler time, 8:35. Tied up for a spot support here as the Boston Bruins play the Arizona Coyotes at the Coyotes. Last night, 6.5 here as the Boston Celtics will open up the 2015-16 regular season at home against the Philadelphia 76ers tonight at 7:30 p.m. And the New England Rebels should be down in D.C. Take on the D.C. United. Game time 7:30 p.m. here. Kansas City, Missouri, it started in the way no World Series game that started in 1 in 12 years, where they chucked them inside the park. Coburn in the very first pitch to the bottom of the first inning. As Royals finished when they started every game Wednesday. Defeated the New York Mets 5-4 and 14 innings to. Taking one game in the lead in this best of 7 series. Too many times, wide receiver Brendan LaFell came up empty-handed on passes he should have caught. Barry Cello news time, 8:35. Tied out for a Trevor reported this Wednesday morning. Let's start it off. Dan around here. Where? Route 95 on the southbound side. We have an accident here. We get an accident here around Route 122 in Pawtucket. So southbound 95. So from Pawtucket all the way out to the 610 connector here. Route 60 eastbound. Slow around the 610 connector. 610 connector on the eastbound side. So from Route 6 to Route 95. 95 on the northbound side. So from Route 37 to work all the way up to downtown Providence here. 195 on the westbound side. So from Seacock all the way out to Route 44 in Providence here. Newport Bridge to the westbound side and eastbound side. It's a little slow here. 295 on the north southbound side. So from Route 122, couple of Route 146 is Lincoln here. 146 in both ends slow before Route 99 in Lincoln. 99 in the northbound side. So from Route 126 in Lincoln to Route 122 in Woonsocket here. On 95 on the northbound side, we got an accident after 295 with Alberta, so 95 on the northbound side, so from 123 to Alberta to Route 295 in Alberta here. 295 on the northbound side, so from Route 1 in North Alberta to Route 95 in Alberta here. 195 on the eastbound side, it is so from 103 in Somerset to an accident all the way after the Raglan Bridge and Fall River here. Ford Bridge to the southbound side, a little slow. Route 28 to the northbound side, a little slow around the border roadway here. 485, an accident before Route 9 in West Bristol. 495 northbound's backed up all the way from 126 in Bellingham all the way out to Route 9 in Westport. Mass Pike also so from Grafton due to an accident in Grafton all the way out to Route 495. Mass Pike on the westbound side so before Route 495 in Westport. So expect some delays here. 24 on the northbound side so from 139 in Stoughton all the way out to Route 128 in Canton here. Route 3 on the northbound side so from 18 in Weymouth all the way out to Raintree around Union Street here doing an accident on Route 3 on the southbound side between Union Street and Route 18 here. 298 in the eastbound side is sold from 146 in Worcester all the way to Route 9. 146 on the northbound side is sold for Route 298 in Worcester here. 128 on the southbound side is sold from Route 28 and Milton all the way up to the Braintree split. 128 on the northbound side sold from Route 1 and Norwood all the way out to Route 20 Warfare here. Southfield Expressway to the northbound side, so from the Pike all the way out to Braintree split. Southfield Expressway to the southbound side, is sold for the Dorchester stretch here. Mass Pike to the eastbound side, it is sold from 128 and western all the way out to the Austin Bratton, so it's Mass Pike to the westbound side, so from Austin all the way out to the Newton here. Mass Pike to the westbound side, so from Logan Airport all the way to South Boston, get an accident. Mass Pike to the westbound side, the Logan Airport here. And Mass Pike to the westbound side, get an accident in South Boston here. Tunnel on the northbound side, the low slow southbound side is looking good here. 93 in the southbound side, so 125 North Andover at the Zaki Bridge. Got it. An accident 93 northbound in Stoneham in the Stoneham Park here. Route 1 in the southbound side, so from Revere all the way out to Charlestown, doing an accident on Route 1 in the southbound side before the Tobin Bridge here. Sumner Tunnel, slow, Callan Tunnel's looking good here. 120 on the northbound side, so for 4225, Lexington to Route 3 to Lexington here. 120 to the southbound side, so from Reading all the way out to Waltham here. Route 2 to the westbound side, and then so from Lexington corner to Route 128 here. Route 2 in the eastbound side, so from Route 16 Belmont all the way out to First part of Cambridge. 485 on the southbound side, so from Hampton all the way out to Route 280 Marlborough. 280 the eastbound side, so before Route 485 for Marlborough here. 495 on the southbound side, accident in Westford, so it's slow from Westford to Littleton on 495 south. 3 on the southbound side, so from 495 to Billerica and hit the brakes again before Route 120 in Burlington here. 495 on the southbound side, it's slow for 93 in Andover all the way at the Tewksbury here. Okay, 230 to the eastbound side, then accident after Route 20, the large so expected delays here. In New Hampshire here. Looking good on the highways and byways of Granite State and Maine. Traffic looking from York to Augusta via Portland Air. Okay, look at MBTA alerts here. Subway system looking good. Freeman West Line, train 509, 7:45 from substation late today. 10:50 minutes to the late train traffic ahead. Here, Middleborough Lakeville Line, train 005, 824 from substation late today. 10:50 minutes to the late train traffic ahead. Here, Middleborough Lakeville Line, train 008, 7:20 a.m. from Middleborough Lakeville is on the move. Operate 25 minutes late. And Thursday, I'm looking good. Peter Tell News Time, 8:40. Time out for a weather report here on this. Okay, take a look at the weather here. Wind advisory. Effect from 7 p.m. this evening to 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Thursday. Location, Eastern Massachusetts, including Cape Cod and the Isles as well as spread out. There, winds up 20 to 30 miles and gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Highest winds along the south and southeast coast. Time of the strongest winds will move south coastal areas early Wednesday night, then we'll push it into eastern areas overnight. Wednesday, it will continue to Thursday morning. Here, impacts the strong winds will be capable of small tree limbs and branches, possibly causing isolated power outages. Driving may become difficult, especially in high-profile vehicles. Here, as well. Wind advisory is an issue when Cincinnati winds are forecast speed 31 to 39 miles per hour. Gusts will range between 46 and 57 miles. Winds are strong, capable of dodging some small tree limbs and branches, possibly causing isolated power outages. Driving can be difficult, especially in high-profile vehicles. Here, the unintended wind advisory also heavy rain and isolated thunderstorms may result in urban and important drainage flooding tonight and early Thursday morning. Here, and day 2 for Thursday for Tuesday, wind advisory. Peter, and now look at a 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here, for today, rain likely may after 5 p.m. Clouds got about 59 degrees. Light east wind becoming southeast around 8 to 13 miles per hour in the morning. Winds gust high is 25 miles an hour. Chance pages 6% here. New principal amounts between a 10 quarter inch possible. Tonight, rain to thunderstorms also possible at 3 a.m. Some of the storms produce gusty winds and heavy rain. Temperature rises around 66 degrees by 5 a.m. and breeze with a south wind about 50 to 22 miles an hour. Gust high is 36 miles an hour. Chance pages 1%. New rainfall amounts between 1 and 2 inches possible. Thursday, rain like possible thunderstorm before 11 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers after 5 p.m. Some storms produce gusty winds and heavy rain. Cloudy skies and drench become most of the skies about 72 degrees. Southwest at about 11 to 16 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Chance pages 6% new principal amounts between the 10 quarter inch extra higher about possible thunderstorms here. Thursday, podcast skies about 41 degrees. West with about 5 to 14 miles of gust high is 34 miles an hour here. Friday, both sides skies about 57 degrees. West with about 5 to 11 miles of gust high is 25 miles an hour. Friday night, most of the skies about 30 degrees. Saturday, both skies have about 52 about 36 degrees. Sunday, podcast skies about 59 about 40 degrees. Monday, both Sunday podcast skies about 61 about 41 degrees. And for Tuesday, both sides skies about 63 degrees. Currently in Norton, 36 degrees with first skies, humidity 89%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Chell morning news on this Wednesday morning, October 28th, 2015. Have a good morning and good day. You hear? See you at 11 a.m.